Imagine for a moment, you're building what you hope will be the most stunning office tower in the world. You're eager to start work on it, but you don't get very far before the walls start to crumble. You realize that you neglected to properly prepare for its development, or to even make sure you follow the basic rules and standards of engineering to ensure structural integrity. Now imagine what it would be like trying to build a career in internal auditing without a solid grounding in reliable, relevant standards. Without standards, how do you practice at the level that brings value and builds your reputation as a trusted advisor? Quite simply, you don't. As with any highly regarded profession, if you don't conform to certain standards, you can't be successful. The beauty of the international standards for the professional practice of internal auditing is that they are global in nature. Wherever in the world you are, conformance with those standards is essential. Hello, I'm Naohiro Mori, and I'm honored to serve as the 2018-2019 Global Chairman of the Board of the Institute of Internal Auditors. I'm excited about this role, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to give back to an organization that has given so much to me and an army of internal auditors around the globe. This profession has been life-changing for me. I truly love internal audit, and that is reflected in my passion for the profession. That is also why I accepted this position and why I've been deeply involved in II activities for so many years. I benefited so much. Now that I'm in a position to give back, to help others to see what I see, I want to show why, nearly a quarter century after beginning my career in internal auditing, I'm still so committed to it. This is driven by one of the things that makes the IIA the recognized authority and principal educator for our profession. It's the standards, which is why I chose my chairman's theme. Emphasize the basics, elevate the standards. I would shout it from the rooftops if I could. There is nothing more important than our standards. That was true 4 decades ago, when they were first formulated. And it is even more so today, when organizations face myriad challenges from evolving technologies and information security risks to toxic corporate cultures and geopolitical pressures. During my time as chairman, I want to take us back to the basics because this is the only way we're going to remain relevant in the future. It is my hope that my theme will be a constant reminder to all that we must use all the tools provided by the standards to build the foundation upon which we can continue to stake our professional claim. So let's get started. The standards provide a blueprint for internal auditors to evaluate and contribute to improvement in organizational governance, risk management, and control processes. In the beginning, there was a statement of responsibilities, which was designed to define and explain the functions and responsibilities of the internal auditor. In the words of Victor Zibrink, our founding father of the IIA, endorsement of the Statement of Responsibilities was a milestone in the history of the profession. But that was just the beginning. As Brink also pointed out, we have made a start, and it should be but the opening round of a truly sound long-range program. Indeed, the statement eventually became a part of the International Professional Practices Framework, or IPPF, along with the standards, core principles, and code of ethics. There was an understanding, even in the crafting of that first statement, that the principles and concepts relating to internal auditing are evolving constantly. And they have evolved, with the most recent revisions reflected in the 2017 edition of the Red Book. This revolution has also meant making the standards, which now number 52, available in dozens of languages, including my native Japanese, as well as Spanish, French, Chinese, Arabic, and English. Let's return to the grand vision of the magnificent office tower. Laying the groundwork begins with embracing our mission as internal auditors to provide risk-based and objective assurance, advice, and insight. These are important words. They provide the critical engineering for action. Let's consider the attribute standards. The internal audit activity must be independent, and internal auditors must be objective in performing their work. Internal auditors also must possess the knowledge, skills, and other competencies to perform their individual responsibilities or it could mean trouble. Those standards are foundational upon which everything is built. Next, we have performance standards. The chief audit executive must effectively manage the internal audit activity to ensure it adds value to the organization. And there's this. The internal audit activity must evaluate the effectiveness and contribute to the improvement of risk management processes. These performance standards provide the framework, like girders in our office tower, further structure for the profession. The standards are crucial to build, to construct a proud and successful career in internal auditing. It should come as no surprise that many of the words found in the standards also can be found in the 10 core principles. By applying the standards, internal audit can achieve the core principles, and that will help drive the profession forward. As the project chief on our office tower, I make sure that all the standards are met in the design and construction. But I'll pay particular attention to the standards most important to the process: independence, proficiency, and quality assurance. Once you progress beyond just knowing the standards to living and breathing them, you will see that understanding and achieving the principles beyond the standards makes conformance not such a daunting task. In fact, demonstrating that you are in conformance becomes a simple matter of identifying current processes in place related to each standards and documenting the evidence. Without those cornerstones, the building collapses. But unlike the sand castle being swept away, our building reaches skyward thanks to our standards-bearing foundation and walls. And the shining beacon of a success? The certifications we earn based in large part on our understanding and engagements of the standards throughout our work. The premier, globally recognized certification is that of the Certified Internal Auditor, the letters CIA. They become an integral part of your name, your reputation, glowing in neon lights atop that tower you painstakingly built.
Certification is the architectural detail, the bling, if you will, that enables you to rise above the rest. It also conveys to our stakeholders that we mean business, and importantly, that we bring value to our organizations.
The standards are the foundation for success. Without them, you risk washing out to sea. It's that simple, and it starts with emphasizing the basics. If each of us strives to elevate the standards in our daily practice, then together we can raise the profession to new heights. It's a tall order, but I know that the internal audit profession is well positioned to provide the high-level view needed to carry our organizations confidently into the future. I'll see you there.